June 30th. I want to welcome everybody to my show. I'm Deb Floros. This is Designing with Deb here at artbeads.com/live. Yeah, it's Monday again, you guys, and it is the end of June. I know, I say this every week. I can't believe it's the end of June, and we are staring down 4th of July. It is this week. I can't believe it. So I hope all of you are excited about a fun week. We like to get our week started here at artbeads.com by a little bit of jewelry making, a little bit of bead shopping, a little bit of chit chat. So here we are, and I see people are starting to join. Eric is here. Good morning, Eric. He is here from St. Petersburg, Florida today, and it looks like it's kind of rainy. Sorry about that, Eric. Hopefully the sun will come out. I see Carolyn is here. Good morning. Paulette is here. Good morning, Paulette. Denise H., happy Monday. Hazel is here. PJ from Florida is here. Good morning. And Michelle is here. Hi, Michelle. So, oh my gosh, you guys. So it is June 30th. And if you've been paying attention or not, there is a sale going on here at artbeads.com. It is the very famous 4th of July sale, which is amazing. It is up to 65% off store-wide, which is unbelievable. So if you're watching live or you're watching the replay sometime before the end of the day on July 4th, you can still take advantage of that sale. So don't miss out. I'll give you some more details on that. Let me say hi to Sandra from Steamy, Indiana, I think. Susanna, good morning. Kat, hello. Tina is here. Hi, you guys. So if you go to artbeads.com, there is a banner across the top of the website. It is always where we put our sales. And you can click that Shop Now button. That is going to show you everything that's involved in the sale. So you can click on Shop Now and it will give you all of the categories that are on sale. Artbeads does an amazing job of putting their sales together so you can easily navigate them. So if you want to do that, you can go and check out all of the wonderful things and find some exceptional deals. And by the way, you can also get double reward points. So we all know reward points always equate to more beads. So there's also a hyperlink to sign up for the rewards program if you are not already signed up. And I always check out the sale for you. So here's a few things to check out. The bead llama kits, the big ones, the bracelet kits, they're part of the sale. So that was the first thing I noticed. Also, bead-along beading wire. So we always need more wire because more wire means more jewelry. So that is in the sale as well. And gemstones. So I love gemstones. Everybody loves gemstones, and we love when they're on sale. So I found some very cool blue lace agate on sale, as well as some moonstone, which is always fabulous, always very popular. So check out this sale, y'all. It's a good one. Let's see who else is here. Who else has joined? Santa Barbara Girl says, loved your last necklace. Thank you so much, Santa Barbara Girl. Kim Caldwell says, good morning. Susanna says, good morning to Michelle. This is a great community, guys. So if you're watching on YouTube or Facebook, we would love for you to come over here because all the serious art beaters are chit-chatting right here on artbeads.com/live. So you can get here by typing that in your browser, or you can just go to the Artbeads website and literally the show will pop up, or you can go to the live icon, which is at the top of the screen or in the website menu. So that's fun. So come on over. We love for you to watch wherever you watch from, but we would love for you to come over if you're watching live because this is so much fun. You can chit chat with us. You can share the love. Thank you for the hearts. And you can shop the show. So let me tell you just a little bit about that before we get going today. I have a lot to share with you. So there is a shopping bag icon on your screen. If you would like to check out everything that's in the show, click on that shopping bag and it will open up all the goodies that I have for you today. And it will allow you to shop while you watch. So I don't go away. I make it a little bit smaller on the screen, and you can just take the items from the shopping bag, put them in your shopping cart, and we always encourage you to check out before the end of the show because some of the things I have for you are limited and go fast on these lives. So you can also shop the show while you watch the replay as well. So if you're watching tomorrow or a week from now, you can still shop the show. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. Hi, Robin. Hello, Lisa. Hello, Karen. So please shop the show because it's fun. And I mean, who doesn't want to make jewelry and shop for beads at the same time? So friends, I have so much to talk about today. So before I flip the camera down, today's topic is ancient ruins and rustic style jewelry, which you probably don't see me make a lot of here. But when I get to that, you'll see why I was inspired to bring this topic up today on our Designing with Deb episode. And today, before I go there, I have something completely different from the topic to share with you. I have a new product launch. If you've been watching for about the last week and a half, you may know about the very limited edition, great value, vintage check glass bead strand assortment packs. Megan at the warehouse. Megan is our mix master. She's been mixing up some amazing things for you, and we're so excited when we get to launch them. I have one today, and I probably shouldn't tell you this, but Megan told me this one was her favorite. I don't know, maybe I'm speaking out of turn, but Megan told me this one was her favorite, and I think it might be my favorite too. So I'm going to flip the camera down. We're going to start. Let me take a sip of coffee. I love you guys. So I'm going to flip my camera down. Good morning, bead. So, okay, I'm going to put out my bead mat so you don't get all the bead noise. But I have one of the coolest vintage check glass bead strand assortment packs. I mean, it is so incredible. And if you watched my show last week, you may know why I love this one so much. So keep in mind, these are vintage check. These bead assortment packs are exclusive to Art Beads, and they are amazing, incredible, well-curated bead assortments. And some of these strands alone are worth the price of the pack itself. So this one I'm launching today is called Pink and Mauve. So I did a Pretty in Pink show last week celebrating my love of the color pink. And OMG, look at this. This is such an incredible blend of beads, and we've got shapes and textures and finishes and beautiful colors, incredible beads to work with. And I think these beads all together look great. But then when you take these and break these down and separate these out, there is so much you can do with this incredible collection of check glass beads. You will not want to miss this one. So this is very limited, and I'm not sure whether or not we can get more of these. So there are only a few of these. Now, if you are interested in these and they sell out, I don't know. We might be able to, Megan might be able to dig through some more boxes and find more, but I think this could be it. So I would not miss out on these if you love these as much as I do and as much as Megan does. These are amazing. So let's look at them, and I'm going to show them off today. And next week, we're going to do some designing with these. So I love these beads, and I'm going to save these for a little bit later in the show off. So look at these. These are teardrop table cut, and they're in a sort of mauve-y pink. And they are so ethereal. They've got like a Picasso edging on them. They are absolutely stunning beads. These alone are so incredible and worth the price of this bead assortment. So this one, fantastic. Now look at these. These are actually like a Baroque pearl. And they are they're a faux pearl. They are absolutely spectacular in kind of a pink, like almost going into a lilac color. And hi, Janice. I'm so glad you joined today too. So look at these. These are a fun Baroque shape. Everybody loves a Baroque pearl. Baroque pearls are pricey. So these are not actual real pearls, but they look pretty darn good. And they are going to look great with whatever you want to put them in. So you get a big long strand of those as well. Then look at these AB finish check glass leaves that are pink with an incredible AB finish. So if you love leaf beads, I mean, so many people collect them. They are so gorgeous, so beautiful. And this is also another thing that's so coveted. So these pink leaves are going to be amazing for all of your fun spring and summer designs. And oh my gosh, look at these. These are like little squares. They are double-sided. They have like a white base with a rustic pink and purple like luster finish on them. And they are absolutely incredible beads. So this big long strand is also part of this mix. That's another thing, is some of the strands are short, some of the strands are long, but they are amazing for all of the designs that you want to make. Now here's another shape that is near and dear to my heart. These are those big bellflowers. So look at the size of these. So if you look at the tip of my finger, this bellflower is big. And these are like a milky clear, pinkish hue. So beautiful. And they are just fantastic. And there's a big long strand of these as well. Then look at these. These are a baby pink. They are like, I don't know, they have like almost like a leaf look to them. They've got some texturing in them. They're sort of a teardrop shape, but maybe not at the same time. These are so lovely. I mean, these beads alone, again, are worth the price of admission for this bead assortment. They are so lovely, so gorgeous. And then you've got these. These look like gemstones. They are sort of different shades of pink and mauve. They're like a very gemstone look, but they're check glass. And they're so incredible. Candy, yes, Santa Barbara girl, incredible. And it's because they're so shiny, they're picking up my ring light like crazy. But man, oh man, this little strand is so powerful. And these are nice big beads. So you get different size beads here as well. And then look at these lentil shaped beads. Now these are really like a wine, like a shade of wine mauve, incredible beads. And this is just gorgeous. So when you start mixing these together, you've got some absolutely spectacular design possibilities here. This is all in the same assortment. And okay, these are my favorite. These are little rondelles that are absolutely spectacular. They have like I don't know, they're like a purpley pink, I guess a mauve, with another finish on them. So they have like a metallic-y finish on them, and they're so incredibly sparkly and beautiful. These are just decadent beads. And I think these are worth the price of admission as well. So when you put all of these together, oh my gosh. Now these, I'm hoping my friend Julie P is here today because she loves faces. Look at this long strand of little check glass faces. These are a white check glass with a super cool luster finish on them. These are amazing. And they are double-sided, so that cool face is on either side. Now, maybe you don't like faces as much as all of these. You can split these up, share them with your friends, and they are so incredible. These are also worth the price of admission, worth the price of this amazing assortment. So I'm dying over this. I mean, this is such a cool collection of beads. And this is a great way if you just want to get some color and some shapes and some fun finishes into your collection of beads, into your bead room. This is a great way to do it. It's such a great value. You're getting so many beads all for one amazing price. So, my friends, these are limited. And if you want to get these home to you, you've got to get these into your cart and get them checked out so that you don't miss out. We have sold out of some of our previous assortments. So Megan, our mix master, has been able to do some amazing things, but I'm not sure she'll be able to get more of these. So please don't miss out because these are just so great. This is probably one of my most favorite mixes. And I know I say that about everything, but it is one of my favorite collections of beads. And I know I'm not supposed to tell you, but Megan said these were her favorite as well. So all of these beautiful colors, all of these beautiful textures, these are amazing. This is the pink and mauve vintage check glass bead strand assortment pack. We're going to work with that next week. So get yours home and let's have some fun next week making some things with that assortment. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh man, like my heart is beating so fast now because all of those gorgeous beads. So now we're going to switch to something completely different. LJ Hill, yes, it is an amazing grouping. Megan, props, girl, because this was an incredible blend of beads. So friends, ancient ruins and rustic style jewelry. I am a huge archaeology buff, and I especially love Egypt and all things Egyptology, but I would love to travel the world and see all of the ruins. I would love that, and I love to see ancient jewelry. And so I did a little bit of digging around on the Art Beads website, and I found some of the coolest beads. So I'm going to start off by showing you this piece that I made. So I put this together before, good morning, Gelda. I put this together before the show because I wanted to show you how you can use these amazing things that look rustic, they look ancient, and frankly, I didn't know that these things existed on the website. So I went to the new and noteworthy section of the website. So it's usually a banner that's below the sale. And there's a section for our strands where you can find these amazing bead assortments we just looked at. But there's also some exclusive strands. And I found these super cool, crazy good rustic beads. Oh my gosh, Santa Barbara girl, you do not see them every day in the mirror, my friend. We should be proud of those. So these beads are probably some of the coolest beads I've seen. They're a big 14 millimeter pinched round bead. So somebody, when they created this, pinched these, and it looks to me like someone in ancient times pinched these beads. They are a coral, pink and brown stone Picasso. I have never seen such a bead. They are so cool, and look how they come together with just some seed beads in between. They're a funky shape. They're a cool finish. And then I grabbed these, which also look ancient and absolutely fun and fabulous. These are limited edition check glass matte dark bronze pendants. And I think they look so incredibly cool with these beads. So look at how they have like some like ancient, they have in time. So they have that rustic vibe, and they are two-sided, super metallic-y and cool. And then you've got these rustic, they do look like Hershey Kisses. Oh my gosh. And they're just so interesting. So I didn't know that these beads were on the website. They are so ancient and cool and fun. So I cooked up this fun necklace, simple stringing. I did some seed beads in between. Here are the seed beads I used. So these are Toho Treasures, and the color is gold lined crystal. So I thought just a little bit of sparkle, and by the way, they are very small little treasures. And then I pulled in some Tiara Counter Nugget Heshi spacers, or Heshi spacers, however you say it. And these also have kind of a rustic vibe because they're not a perfect round shape. They're intended to be sort of that funky, authentic kind of just fun shape. So I used those to surround my pendant pieces. And I just did these big exaggerated wire wraps around those pendants. And this is just a cool statement necklace. I'm actually going to put this one on, and I'll show it to you when I turn the camera back up when we're done. But this necklace is big, chunky, fabulous, and super rustic and ancient looking. So I thought you guys might enjoy these fun, interesting beads. I had never seen them, and I started digging around, and I thought, these are kind of fun. And by the way, those bronze pendants, so these guys come in a 2-pack. So I got 2, and so I've got one left over, and I can just make this into another pendant for maybe another necklace, maybe a little bit toned down from the one that I already made. So so I love this fun rustic vibe. Now, I made another piece. Actually made a pair of earrings, and I thought you might enjoy these. These kind of look like maybe they were in the, like found in the Greek island, maybe found in Greece at one of the sites there. So these are super fun earrings, and I'll talk about how I made these. So this is a combination of some fun connectors, which I've worked with before on this show. I love them. These incredible check glass beads that are like a little, almost like a little pagoda. And then I've got some chain. And then if you see this bead, this is a very special little bead. I'll talk about that bead in just a second. So these are really fun, dangly. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. I'm in love with these earrings, and I couldn't stop myself making them. So let's talk about these beads really quickly first. These are limited edition, also found in that new and noteworthy section. These are 9.5 by 10 millimeter turquoise and gold check glass beads. Look at this fun shape. Look at this fun color. And I just used 2 of them, so I've got more to work with for a bracelet. Yeah, Santa Barbara girl, kind of a fun Grecian look. And my last name, a half Greek man, and so his name was actually shortened from a more Greek name, Florakos, when his family came over from Greece. So Floros is a Greek thing. So I love the Greeks. So here is the chain that I used, and this is 2.3 millimeter gold plated Figaro chain. This is sold by the foot. And after I made the earrings, I still have this much chain left over. So you could do some fun things with some chain parts. This is perfect, very detailed chain for a fun necklace or fun earrings like this. And then these are tiara cast pieces. These are stitch-in connectors. So they are intended for maybe stitching into a seed beaded project or something like that. But I have used them for earrings in several projects. 3 or 4 actually. So look at our beautiful connectors. It's a 3-hole connector. I've attached one up top with 4 millimeter jump rings and put the chain right onto the jump rings. And then I attached 2 at the bottom. The third piece of chain is attached with a jump ring, and I put the bead here on a head pin, also this bead on a head pin. And my friends, those gold beads are super special. So these are 24 karat gold plated fire polish beads. So this made me think of Egypt, all of the gold gilded artifacts that were found in Egypt. Look at these. These are special. You don't need to buy these and use them all in one bracelet unless you really want to, or necklace. You can just take a couple of these special beads and add them to a very special design. So you can put one bead onto an earring dangle and you've got some super beautiful sparkle. These are absolutely beautiful, and they do come at a higher price point, but they are the kind of thing that you can hold on to and throw in 1 or 2 when you just need that extra something special. And you can tell your friends and your customers, these are 24 karat gold plated fire polish beads. They're special. They are check and they are 3 millimeters. So they're tiny, but they are really, really gorgeous beads. I think they are very special. So I threw in a couple of those in this Grecian design here. They are super pretty, super fun. So, yeah, I'm going to be wearing these all summer long. Oh, and Mary says she's got hers. Oh my goodness, that's amazing. So, what am I seeing here? Hey gang, the new product drop is selling out fast. So, okay, make sure you guys get that. I'll show it again towards the end of the show. So those are our earrings, guys, that I made ahead of time. Now we're gonna make another ancient inspired pair of earrings. And oh, by the way, if you don't want to splurge on the 24 karat plated fire polish, here's another really beautiful gold strand. This is check fire polish bead 4mm matte metallic flax. So this is a 50-piece strand, and this is more of a matte finish for whatever it is that you're making where you want some gold. This looks very ancient. This looks very cool with some rustic style beads. So this is another way to get that gold look without necessarily going for the 24K plated beads. So you can see in the tones of the gold and the finishes on them, but both of them equally beautiful, just different. So if you want to go that route, you can go that route and get yourself some fun gold beads, because it seems like gold was always used by the ancients. All right, so we're going to make some threader earrings. These are super fun. So I love that. I love a good threader. So what is a threader? It is an earring that doesn't have like an ear wire necessarily. These little chain pieces thread right into your pierced earring holes. And so you can put them through with this kind of bar piece, pull them through your ears, and then this piece hangs down in the back, and then you have a little loop here to attach something to. So I've got another fun pair of these to show you as well. But what I thought we would do with these is work with these limited edition beads, which are scarabs. And who doesn't love a good Egyptian scarab, right? Oh my goodness, look at the finish on these. So these are 18.5 jet AB ovals, and they are carved scarabs. And so look at my wrist, that's about the size of them. And I thought these would be fun for just a simple threader earring. And I love a good scarab. Egyptian ancient stuff is kind of my favorite. I know Becky Doll also loves the ancient Egyptian things. Becky, for beads, I'm thinking. So I've got a couple of head pins, some flat end head pins. These are excellent for what we need to do here, and these are just the simplest of earrings. So let me grab my round nose pliers. Sorry for the noise. And I'm going to just string or put on my scarab bead right onto my head pin. And all I'm going to do is create a loop. So I'm going to put that around my pliers, and then I'm going to open up that loop a little bit so that I can attach it directly to that loop at the end of my threader. So it's going to go on right onto the threader. If you're more comfortable putting these on a jump ring after you do your wrap, or if you prefer a simple loop, you can most certainly do a simple loop here. And I'm just using my pliers to help me get this head pin wrapped around. And There we go. And now I'm going to trim off my excess here. And then what I want to do is just come in and tighten up that little piece, the end of my wire, and straighten out my loop. And that is your earring. So this is going to go through your ear, and then you're going to pull that wire. And I thought these would be weird. They're not weird. You'll be amazed at how you won't really be able to tell that a piece of chain, which is so tiny, it's a little tiny box chain, goes through your ear. So this is just a simple way to display a favorite bead. So in this case, I've got the herbs. Absolutely love them. And I just couldn't wait to display them. And I thought these would be the best way to display these really gorgeous beads. So just a simple earring, simple style, and just a way to get that beautiful bead showing off. You know, you're showing it off. You're showing off your favorite bead. So if maybe a scarab bead isn't your favorite, maybe you pick these up and you make some earrings with your new bead assortment that you're going to have to you soon if you get it home to you today. So here's our scarab threader earrings, super cool beads. This is just going to be a simple earring, and I can show these a little bit later, but I'll show you one more threader option that you can get home to you. And these actually have like a little hook up top. So I'd never seen these before, and these are gold filled and really lovely. So you can take your bead and actually attach it here, and the threader goes through the back, and you can have this lovely little bar hanging down in the back. Or, my friends, you can also bend this and attach something to it in the back. So you've got a little something hanging here and hanging here. Kara, I completely agree that these scarabs are gorgeous. And Kat says, I have a pair of chain threader earrings. I can't get them through my ears. I've never had that problem with threaders, but I'm sure that maybe some folks, maybe your chain on your particular piece, threader piece is too large. This is a smaller, like curb chain. This one actually is very, very tiny, very, very thin as well. So maybe these would work better. Hi, Denise, welcome. So here are some options for your threaders. This is more of a box chain. This is like a curb chain. And these have the little hookies, like the little, more like a traditional ear wire up top. So super fun earrings and very ancient inspired because we've got our scarab beads. So incredibly cool. Look at the detail and the finish. Oh, I love them. All right, so I'm going to set those off to the side, and I thought we would do a bracelet, and I love the beads here because they are super ancient looking. So these are kidney shaped beads, and I did not know these were on the website. These are kidney 8x6mm milky alexandrite stone Picasso. Look, these look like stones that you pick up off of an ancient ruin site. They're kind of irregular shaped. They have a really cool matte finish, very rustic. Oh, thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much. They're just a really cool vibe, and they're big, but they're not. So they're a nice shape. I've got a solo bead here, and they're funky, just like a stone. These almost look like they could be African glass as well. But they are super incredible cool, and they just have this fun, like stone Picasso finish. So let's make a fun bracelet with these. And I also grabbed these that look very ancient and cool. These are check glass 12 by 16 millimeter Persian turquoise stone. They have a table cut front, a rounded back with this incredible Picasso finish, also very rustic and romantic looking. And this little set is so incredibly cool. So I thought this would be fun mixed with this for a bracelet. So let's grab our scissors. Let's trim these up and get these ready to go. Get these off of their little strand. These beads are just epically cool. And for all of my turquoise fans out there, this turquoise color is divine. So then these beads, let's cut this strand and release these incredible ancient looking beads from the ruins. So we've got a fun rustic combination here. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm also going to bring back those treasure beads. So these again are a gold lined crystal. So they're a little bit crystal, a little bit gold. And I thought that they would be interesting with our other goodies that we've got. So adding a little bit of sparkle to our rustic design. And what we're going to do is we're going to take some Art Beads designer wire. So I didn't take the sticker off this, but this is our 49 strand designer wire. It's the 0.019. There's 30 feet, and this has just the coolest packaging. I love this little spool, and we have a little bit of a sticker there to help us hold our end. And I'm actually going to start this design from the center, which I don't always do. And I'm going to wind this back up. See, this is the cool part about this wire is it just winds around this spool so nicely. And then you've got your little sticker, and this just goes right back into wherever you put your supplies. And I'm going to take my bead stopper, and what I want to do is I want to add these beads, these teardrop beads, to the center of my design. So they're going to be my focal. And in case you missed it, guys, we launched a new product in the beginning of the show. I probably will need to end this part of the show a little bit early so I can re-show that again. So maybe I might have to finish this piece after the show, but I'll get the basic design going here for you so you can see it. But there is a limited edition bead assortment, check glass, vintage, exclusive to Art Beads, and it's going fast. So if you want that, go to the shopping bag and you can see that amazing collection of beads. I don't want you to miss out on that one. And we're going to work with it next week. So here we go. I've got this strung on first, and I just put one seed bead in between each. You don't have to do that, but I thought that it adds just a little bit of sparkle to this design, which I love rustic, but I also love a lot of sparkle. So I'm going to grab a seed bead. These I was searching around on the website and found these incredible strands. I don't know where these have been hiding. Maybe they were just listed recently, but I was not aware that these beads existed. And now that I know about them, I am in love. And they have a really fun shape to them. So see how those look kind of like a pillow, but kind of not. A little bit of abstract, a little bit of symmetry, and then combined next to these beads that have that Picasso finish. They are so incredibly cool. So I'm putting some of these beads on either side of my focal section, and I am loving how this looks. I'm not sure how many I need, so I'm going to switch over to the other side. So look at how that's looking. That's fun. Love, love, love that. So let me come over here, drop another stopper. I'm going to push that down, and I'm going to grab my bead stopper off of this end, grab a seed bead, and start putting on my beads on the other side of this piece. And I am crazy about how this is looking already. This looks very rustic and romantic and a little bit luxe at the same time. I think it's kind of this aspect of this bead and that beautiful turquoise color. This looks like this could have been uncovered at an archaeological site that, you know, has been untouched for many years, and someone stumbled on an incredible, beautiful piece of jewelry that some ancient beauty was wearing. So I just like to imagine that this could be that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which side works best? So let me show you how this is going to look. So this is going to be my focal section, and then we're going to have those incredible small beads around the sides. And I see a question about the wire, and I'm sorry I did not take the sticker off of here, but this is the Art Beads designer wire, and I'm crazy about this wire. It's good stuff. It's in the shopping bag, so if you want to check that out and pop that in your cart, you've got that to work with for this design. When you get these beads home to you, you've got your wire all ready to go. So I'm thinking 8 beads on either side is probably going to work. Just added one more to the other side. Let's see how that feels. I think that's about right. So look at this fun statement bracelet. Really, really, really cool. So I'm going to show you how I will finish this. I want to go back to the piece that, or the little new product launch that I shared earlier in the show, and I have a couple other things to show you. But I'm going to finish the piece off with some French wire, and I want this to have a little bit of a gold vibe. So I am going to finish it off after the show, and I'm going to use this French wire to do so. So the gold will cover up my wire, which is perfectly beautiful. You could do this piece just as is, but I'm going to add some gold accent to the end. So I'll use some French wire, and then I've got a toggle somewhere over here. What did I do with my toggle? Here it is. I've got so many goodies here today. So I've got this beautiful gold-filled 11mm toggle clasp. That's how I'm going to finish this off. So I'll use these to finish it off. And if you wanted to, you could take and dangle a few of these beads towards the end of your bracelet off of your toggle, just to get some of those cool pebbles. But I love the look of this bracelet. What I'll do, guys, is finish this, and I will put it out on the Serious Art Beaters Facebook page. So if you are not on the Serious Art Beaters Facebook page, go and join us. It's actually a group. Sorry, it's a group. So go find Serious Art Beaters on Facebook, join us, and I'll show you this finished product there. But this is so much fun. I love, love, love this design. Super cool bracelet, very ancient, very rustic. Cool piece. So let me move these back a little bit, and I just have a few more ancient ruins things to show you. I thought you might be interested if you love the Egyptian vibe. Here is one of the coolest pendants on the website. This is an Art Beads sterling silver Egyptian goddess Hathor. And it is double-sided. It is absolutely, or no, it's not double-sided. Sorry, it's a flat back. But the flat silver is gorgeous. And this is just so very detailed and fun. And if you got two of these, you could just put these on ear wires. Where are those fun ear wires I just saw? These ear wires would be perfect. These are Tierra cast sterling silver angled ear wires with a coil. This would be just a simple, easy Egyptian earring, or you could add a bead in between. And the beads you might pick, maybe you pick these. These are really cool. These are 8mm matte dark bronze. Look at these stunning beads. These are kind of a bigger bead, but look at that look. So they have kind of an ancient vibe, maybe Hathor charm, super with an Egyptian charm. And if you don't 8mm bead, you could grab this one. This is a 6mm opaque red copper Picasso fire polish. So also kind of a rust sparkle. And that would be very cool with your Egyptian goddess. Super fun. Really interesting bead. Or really interesting bead and really interesting charm. So I'm going to bring back the totally different thing we started with, and that's our new product launch for today. These are going to go fast, you guys. These are incredible beads. So if you missed the beginning of the show, this is one of our vintage check glass bead strand assortment packs. And this one is called Pink and Mauve. And it's got incredible shapes, incredible finishes, just incredible vintage check glass beads that you can't find anywhere else. These were put together by Mixmaster Megan. And Mixmaster Megan is the master of putting together all of these amazing beads. And you can get this home for an amazing value. And we're going to make something with these next week. So we're going to put maybe not all of it together, but we're going to use them and show them off. Don't miss out on these face beads that are double-sided with a cool luster finish on them. These are amazing chunky table cut teardrops. You've got these incredible rondelles, amazing epic rondelles with such a cool finish. There are leaves in here that have an AB coating on them. Super cool. Some light pink bellflowers, Baroque faux pearls. Baroque pearls are always popular in designs, in jewelry. So these are amazing. They are so pretty, Tanya. And yes, Kara, they're absolutely beautiful. Look at these. These are also a teardrop shape with some little carved lines in them. So there's some texture on these. And these are like a nice milky pink, really beautiful. Oh, and don't forget these squares. I love a good square bead. They're like a square coin. They're flat. Here's some lentil shapes. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Don't miss out on these, you guys. And look at these, look like stone. These are check glass and they look like stone. They are getting all the ring light because they are so shiny. These are incredible. And I think I wasn't supposed to tell you, but I already told you. These are Megan's favorites. Like, this is Megan's favorite assortment. And I think it might be mine too, but you guys know I have a new favorite like every 5 minutes. So these are super cool. I would love for you to get these home and design with me next week. We're going to do some fun things with all of these beautiful beads. And I can guarantee you I'm going to have beads left over. And I'll be able to use these forevermore in my designs, especially this generous strand of these face beads. So share these with your friends. So if you don't need that many face beads, share them with your jewelry making friends. They will absolutely love them. Kat says she loves the purple. Tanya says so pretty. They are terrific. So this one is called Pink and Mauve. It's launching today. Be among the first to get these. And you will just love these. You will absolutely love these. So friends, I'm gonna pop back up. Oh, so I've got on that rustic necklace. This is the one I showed off in the beginning today of our rustic and ancient ruin style jewelry. We did some designing today with these kinds of fun things, these rustic beads, these fun rustic metallic pendants. I mean, there is just so much on the site. Here's our bracelet that is almost finished. I'll finish this one up. I'm going to post this finished piece on the Serious Art Beaters in the Serious Art Beaters Facebook group. And I should show you the threaders. So if I can find my earrings on, aha, here it is. So here's our threader and it is showing off our scarab bead. I'm just gonna put that, hopefully, right into my pierced ear wire and I'm gonna pull on that and I've got this fun earring, this fun scarab bead showing off here, and it's super dangly, has some fun movement. You can pull the back, and I mean, you barely feel it. You can pull that back down so that your little dangly piece is a little further up. You can do whatever you would like with these. So much fun. And Janice says she just ordered. Yay, Janice, I can't wait for you to see these in person. So friends, oh, sorry about that. Friends, check out of your carts before you walk away because you don't want to miss, these beautiful beads, this beautiful assortment. All of these fun things are limited edition. Tracy is asking, are these beads heavy? Sorry, I missed that question. They are not. They are a great earring size bead and weight of bead. I have trouble wearing heavy earrings. I don't have trouble with these at all. These are great, and you can do so many things with these threaders. So if you don't want the scarab bead, you can take some of the pretty leaves. You can use a face bead from the assortment that we introduced today, the new product launch. So these little threader pieces are super fun to work with, really cool for earrings. So yeah, and these beads, guys, I'm crazy in love with these pendant pieces, these rustic, fun, chunky, pinched beads. They're really cool. So check out of those carts, my friends, before you leave the show, because if you walk away and come back, your assortment that might be in your cart now could be gone. We don't want you to miss out. Next week, I'll be here to work with those beads, but throughout this week, there are going to be all kinds of fun things for you guys. I hope that you will set your reminders to watch the other designers this week. And yeah, I hope you get to creating. Have a good, fun, creative week. And I will see you again next Monday. And don't forget to come and check out my finished pieces in the Serious Art Beaters Facebook group.